My name is Erin McGovern, and I'm a college freshman. With the doors open so wide that anything is possible, I wasn't surprised how unbelievably overwhelmed I was at the beginning of my freshman year. What club should I do? What do I need for classes? Who am I going to hang out with on the weekends? In high school, everyone said I had time to think about my future, but as soon as I left, I felt that I didn't know what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Panic, uncertainty, and confusion set in quickly. I had to know what I was going to do with my life, and I had to know now. Time is fleeting, and waiting only made things worse. My parents pressured me to have my classes for the next 4 years planned out so I could graduate on time, if not earlier. I took a look at the list of majors, with nothing in particular popping out. Things between my parents and I started to get heated, and my dad finally sat me down and told me that maybe I didn't pick the right college. At that moment, my world went dark. The lights in my eyes shut off. What if he was right? What if I made a mistake? Determined, I looked at the list of majors again to find that I could major in economics. As long as I could get myself into the business world, I would be okay. My dad told me that that was a good start, but I don't want to be an economist. It didn't sound like me. With a new worry unfolding in my head, my dad told me that my major will not equal my job. That phrase changed my entire perspective. A simple piece of advice changed my life. With that, I thought I would come up with my own after experiencing a different academic life and culture than I was used to. Number 1, be open-minded. I had a lot of close friends in high school, and it wasn't that I didn't think I wasn't capable of making new friends. I was just scared of how long it would take for me to feel comfortable around the new people I befriended. Being open-minded led me to meet a lot of great people, and I couldn't be happier with the friends that I made. Number 2, find a good library and make it your home. Before college, I would study in my room, but after moving here, I discovered that it was university culture to barricade oneself in a library for copious amounts of time to cram for midterms and finals. Number 3, Snapchat is a way of life. More popular now than ever, it is one of the primary ways of communication. Not a day goes by when I don't see someone staring at their phone, then unexpectedly making a strange face. Number 4, from the beloved show How I Met Your Mother, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Whatever shenanigans you and your friends believe is a good idea probably isn't. Coming from a town ranked second for safest cities in the US, I quickly found that the University of Minnesota was no place like my home. And with the incredibly high crime rate at the U, I learned that walking alone should never be an option and to always walk with friends at a reasonable hour. Number 5, call your parents. Throughout the years, the number of fights you go through with your parents will mean nothing as soon as you leave. As the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder, and I know my parents miss me more than anything, and I know that giving them a call means a lot. Number 6, push yourself to try new things. Never did I ever believe that I would be a runner. At the beginning of my freshman year, I found myself at the start line of a D2 collegiate race with the running club. Incredibly nervous, I approached the finish line. The gun went off, and before I knew it, I was crossing the finish line. Number 7, C's get degrees. In high school, I was nearly a 4.0 student. B's weren't an option for me. And when I came to college to discover the average score on my math test was a 40%, saying I freaked out is an understatement. I didn't get B's, let alone F's. Now, I'm not saying don't try your best, But even if your best doesn't get you an A in the class, dust yourself off and get right back up. Number 8, don't be afraid to mess up. When I first came to college, I thought everything had to be perfect, and that there was little to no room for error. Little did I know, college was all about errors. I learned from peers and professors that no one gets it right the first time. U of M is about exploring your limits and trying new things. If your plan doesn't work out, failure isn't permanent. I am innovative, an achiever, a problem solver, and a student fascinated by ideas. I'm a freshman at the University of Minnesota, a place full of diligent students striving to make a difference and pursuing a bright future. It is here where we study, do homework, attend sporting events, Snapchat, and make a difference. Because after all, we're driven to discover.